Ututu Oma, ụmụ Chineke. Ututu Oma ndị ọma iji biri. Ututu Oma ndị ọma iji eme ọnụ. Afọ Chiamaka Jere here. Pastor Vam Vam Vam. I greet you all. As you can see, I'm having a very strong sinuses. I can't breathe very well. But I have to give you this Ututu Oma dose this morning. Not to say much, but to bless your day and to let you know that the victory is ours. No matter what they think they can do, they have all failed even before they began. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, has been detained illegally now for 663 days. Today is the 19th of April, this year of our Lord, 2023. And our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, who was kidnapped by the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom called Nigeria, was kidnapped from Kenya and illegally renditioned to that zoo of a country. And it is heartbreaking that the so-called free world, who happened to be the custodian of Nnamdi Kanu's citizenship. Nnamdi Kanu is a citizen of Britain, and they are silent. They are silent. And what I want to bring to the notice of the world today, please make this video go viral as I'm recording it. Ask the world, the so-called free world, how can Britain be having a normal relationship with a country that has broken the law on every front? The court of law in that zoo, the court of law that they constituted, have declared Nnamdi Kanu free on several occasions, and Nigeria has been fined several millions of dollars, 500 million at a point and 1 billion at another court. Yet they are detaining him illegally. I am going to be attaching to this particular video a news and a press release from Channels Television, and also a press release from our legal luminary, Mike Ozokeme, the lead counsel of Nnamdi Kanu. I am going to be attaching it here, so you watch it and see why the whole world should not rise up against Britain and tell them how evil they have done to their citizens. The wickedness that have been permitted have been performed on their citizens, or carried out on their citizens, and they are keeping quiet, and they are relating with Nigeria as if nothing happened. In this 21st century, this is a crime against humanity, and Britain is involved. This is a crime against humanity, and Britain is involved. So I am not afraid to say it. If YouTube let them do anything to this video. As it is now, the world does not want truth anymore. They don't want truth anymore. Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen, and he was kidnapped in Kenya, and it has been confirmed and proven, even in courts. Kenya did not deny it. He entered Kenya, and from that day he entered Kenya, he has not exited Kenya officially. And the whole world is quiet. And Britain, whose citizen he is, are silent about this issue. They've been called upon several times. They're doing nothing about it. 663 days. It is getting close to the apocalyptic number 666. And that is why we keep saying, whether they like it or not, they must release Nnamdi Kanu. Otherwise, the apocalypse will be unleashed upon the zoo and upon Britain. The apocalypse, 666 days. It's getting close. A British citizen held in captivity illegally in Nigeria, and Britain is relating with them, doing business with them, having military training with them. What sort of a world are we living in? My people, we must not give up. We must continue Whether the devil likes it or not, victory will be ours. Now watch this video that I'm attached to it now, and make sure you share it and make this go viral. I'm Raphael Chabaka Ajere, also known as Pastor Vam Vam Vam. Now watch the video.
The court delivers its judgment, discharging Mr. Nnamdi Kanu of the 6-count charge of terrorism on the grounds that the trial court lacked the jurisdiction to entertain the charges against him. The court held that an unlawful and extraordinary rendition without adherence to due process of the law is a gross violation of all international conventions, protocols and treaties that Nigeria is signatory to, as well as a breach of the appellant's fundamental human rights. The appellate court holds that the federal government failed to controvert the allegation that the IPOB leader was abducted in Kenya and brought back to Nigeria without extradition proceeding. The court further adds that the government was ominously silent on the issue, which is described as very pivotal in determining whether the trial court will still have the jurisdiction to continue with the criminal proceeding before it. The court also notes that Nigeria is a signatory to African Union Convention, which it ratified on April 28, 2022, as well as the Charter on Human and People's Rights, which it said prescribed how a wanted person could be transferred from one country to another through an extradition request, which must be in writing with a statement indicating offences for which a person is wanted. The appellate court held that the government's action tainted the entire proceeding it initiated against Mr. Nnamdi Kanu and amounted to an abuse of criminal prosecution in general. Although the counsel to the federal government left the court immediately after the judgment, the lawyer to Mr. Kanu reacts to the judgment.
There was one fundamental issue on which the court today anchored this judgment, this intermediate court. And that is that the lower court never evaluated the mountain of evidence placed before it regarding the forceful capture, kidnap, torture, and extraordinary rendition of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya back to Nigeria on the 26th of June, 2021.
With the verdict of 2-hour wait, the court delivers its judgment, discharging Mr. Nnamdi Kanu of the 6-count charge of terrorism on the grounds that the trial court...
Now you're seeing it for yourself. Is there any excuse for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not to be released within the next 24 hours? Is there any excuse? Please, if you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you love justice and freedom, you must not be IPOB. Share this video and make it go viral. May God bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless our spokesperson and the Biafran Republic government in exile Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. We love you. Keep standing for your leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we are in support of you. And together, we win. I am Raphael Chabaka Ajere. Thank you very much. And remain blessed. Bye.
Between 1914 and 1960 was a British blue ensign. British designed it with a green star of David, green, to signify the fertile lands of Biafra. Now listen, I will repeat. The flag of Nigeria between 1914 and 1960 was a British blue ensign with a green star of David. Now, is Britain a Jewish state? Now I'm just asking the idiots. Is Britain a Jewish state? If the answer is no, then ask yourself, what are British people? What I have given people asking foolish questions. Your number one assignment is, I'm trying to weave a web here for you. Your number one assignment is to perform a pilgrimage. Please go to Nsude, go to Udi, and go and look at the pyramids that our ancestors built. And then ask yourself, where? I ask you again, where do you have such pyramids? It's in Egypt. So now the next question is, did the Egyptians come to Enugu state to come and build pyramid? Then now you are going to answer that question, not me. That's number one. I want to establish what I call biblical link between Biafra and Israel. Biblical, that your two naked eyes can see. Although some of you are with your foolish brain, you cannot reason, at least your two eyes can see. Go to Enugu, you will see it. That was part of the reason why Enugu was chosen. The other one I will not tell you, because you cannot comprehend it. You can't understand it. Ask yourself, what is the Star of David doing? Are British people, are they Jewish? Are they from East?
You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a